Greetings, everyone. Welcome. A peaceful welcome after this peaceful song. We are whole, complete, perfect in the image of God. We have all the God qualities, and we are here enlivening our heart with unified practice of week 11. So, this very foundation for connecting with all knowing intelligence, we put this seed in week 4. You remember where it says, that you are perfect and made in the image of God. And you have been practicing that concept, and by now you feel quite comfortable with it. No longer do you feel pompous or concerted, concited when you recognize you are perfect and you are love and you are all knowing. So, this is the sequence we are developing this experience step by step. So it says all knowing question mark. Yes, you are all knowing intelligence. Deep within you is the seed of everything there is to know about. Everything in the creation, all arts, all the sciences, all the past and all the future. So this is what we are. The seed was laid in part 1, and we are now expanding. We are going to experience this. So, tapping into all knowing intelligence and what it will bring these information, this knowing, this truth that is unexplored for us. So, Babaji is giving another tool, a yes and no signal, so that we can use that in our everyday communication with our higher self. So our higher self will guide us, it will give us information, and we will, with our tool, we'll check whether the information is right or wrong. But this week, we are just going to develop the signal of truth, that we are in sync with higher self, with yes. When the higher self says yes, we have a signal. When the higher self says no, then we have a different signal. So for that, we practiced to claim this creation, and we did a creating formula for enlivening our heart, for empowering our heart to open it for all knowing intelligence. So, step by step, we are going into the practice deep so that we can use our unified state in and day out, in every decision making, in every experience of life. So, we will continue our practice today with day 2, where we will work on signals. And for that, we have beautiful Jayaji with us. She will guide us and take us through the journey. Welcome, Jayaji.
Yes, I'm ready. Uh,
Welcome.
Yesterday, when I was getting ready to go to the airport, there was some documentation that I had to complete. And then my daughter called on the family chat, Mama, I'm stuck in the lift. There's nobody here. And I'm ready to go to the airport. I don't know what to do. And so she was in the lift for 15 minutes. She called 911. Finally, she came out of it after 15 minutes. So all that rush created a headache. Like it was quite disturbing. And then I was on the way. I rushed to the airport. Again, I walk into the lounge and I see Monil there. And I was like, oh, this is so beautiful. And for the first time, our gate was gate one. So I said, unified. Very interesting. And then I sat on the flight and the lesson started, the session started, and I was listening. And as I connected with the heart space, the headache disappeared. It's when I'm disconnected, it's when I'm in my lower self that there is disturbance. So every time, come back to the heart space, come back to your real nature, and everything starts aligning itself. So today I wanted to start with bhajan. Uh, सूरज रोज उगाए कौन, कलियों को भी जगाए कौन, डाली डाली झुलाए कौन, पंछी को गीत सिखाए कौन, वो मैं हूँ, मैं ही तो हूँ, वो मैं हूँ, मैं ही तो हूँ, हाथों में हलचल मेरी है, इन आँखों में ज्योति मेरी, हृदय में है मेरी धड़कन, सांसों में बहती शक्ति, वो मैं ही तो हूँ, वो मेरी ही है, बादल को बरसाए कौन, इंद्रधनु को भारे कौन, सृष्टि को रंग डाले कौन, पहली तो बुझाओ, बोलो कौन, वो मैं हूँ, मैं ही तो हूँ, वो मैं हूँ, मैं ही तो हूँ. Yeah. So in this chapter, we learn that God knows everything from the birth of a baby, from the birth of existence, from the struggle of a caterpillar, from when there was a volcano eruption and then a whole island was formed, from the tornado to the cyclone to the sea, everything has, God knows everything. God's thought contains all knowledge. And then we learned that everything in life is for our use. All we have to do is claim it with forgiveness, love, and thanks. It's as simple as that. It was there, it is there, it will be there. We just did not see it in front of us. We did not make use of it because we didn't know it existed. We were busy in our little thought, in our little mind. Now, when we see the bigger picture, it's a different view, it's a different life. Um, since we are made in the image of God, we also know everything. We are the same thought that God created. We are the universe. So every time we get disconnected, just bring yourself back. Just align and go with the flow. That day, somebody posted, life is a rhythm. And everything in my body is in rhythm, everything in the universe is in rhythm. And after I read that, I thought, how often am I in rhythm? How often do I remind myself, where am I off rhythm? It's when I'm cooking and I'm not in that moment, where I'm driving and I'm not in the moment, when I'm doing anything and I'm not in the moment and I'm thinking of 10 things with that, that means I'm not aligned. So, what to do? Bring it back. Being human, we have the power to think, the power to create, the power to manifest. So, why not use it to our advantage? How silly it is when we feel we make mistakes. Actually, we are the divine. It's our beliefs, our thoughts, our shoulds, our must. You must do this. And so often when the kids tell me, and why? So that and why brings so many questions that I told her, I can't do this because I'm much older than you. She was like, and why? Who said? I said, you're right. Who said? Um, then when we were little, they used to say, "Itha pate utte lagaye," means remove it from here and put it there. So every time there's a negative thought, bring it back to the positive. Or if there is a painful thought, change it. Slowly, slowly is ithe kon, utte kon. Means here also it's me, there also it's me. It's like we are playing hide and seek with ourselves. We had lost ourselves, and unified help us find, like I said, I found me in the process. There was a group of friends long back. They were sitting on a round table. We must have been 12 people. And they were so adamant that God does not exist. And one said, Ye experience ho gaya in my life. That's why I feel God does not exist. The other one was arguing. I was just enjoying the process. I said, God has come in so many forms to entertain me today. I'm just going to listen. Did not react only because I thought, wow, you actually feel God doesn't exist. You're right. I believe you. So much dawa. What do you? I claim that God doesn't exist. Yes, you're right. It was a beautiful moment. Um, we had heard a story that Ramakrishna was sitting down under a tree, and one man came and he started yelling at him that whatever you said doesn't make sense. God is not there. And Ramakrishna got up, gave him a hug. He said, "You're right, you're right. I can see God is not there." And he sat down. Then again he continued. He was like, "No, wait, listen, you're not. Why are you hugging me? You sit and listen." So again he said it. Again Ramakrishna got up and he said, "You're right, God is not there. You're right, you're right." Give him a hug again. He was like, "No, you got to listen." So when Ramakrishna did it the third time, this man bowed down. And he was like, "I give up. Because I tried." He said, "I can't tell you. The more you say God is not there, the more I can see his presence. I can, like, if he's not there, then what is there?" So, like the book says, if love is not there, then what is there? It's like the fish asking, where is water? You are submerged in water. You are drenched in water. Only we forgot. So, every time, like that day you asked, what is the meaning of enliven and empower? It's like being full sponge full of water. That you press it from any angle, there's water oozing. It's like the fountain is overflowing. So you pass by the fountain and you get the thunder, the mist that comes over your face. So life becomes a dance. Life becomes. I have one or two family members who walk on their tippy toes. So he said there is a natch in his step. There is a dance in his every step. So that is what enliven and empowering the heart means. So this week we have learned to create an inventory of our desires, then create a formula, then manifest it. So before we were moving, but basically moving around in circles. So that day you gave the example of a bull that goes around and round in circles without knowing, or the horse that has the vision based on the cloth that they put here. It's also like a hamster on the wheel. A hamster is running, but he doesn't realize he's running round in circles. So we are running, but running to nowhere. So So it's like a man sat in the taxi and he said, jaldi chalo, go fast. He said, kahan jana hai? He said, wo to mujhe bhi nahi pata. Like, I also don't know where I want to go, but just go fast. So our thoughts are like that. They're just running, running, running. But when you sit and pause, when you learn to connect with your heart space, it's just a different feeling. There are a few there are a few thoughts that go against it. There are a few beliefs that go against it. So as we sit, those beliefs come up. As we understand the chapters, those thoughts come up. So now we have found out how to create a formula. It's to claim the formula, to feel it, and to see the magic come true. Things are the same, but we are different. The way we deal with things is completely different. The way we look at things recently, whatever has been going on, it's so beautiful to be the witness, to be the seer and watch everyone go through their experiences. Like I manifest my experience, they've also manifested their experiences. Why am I getting mixed up? Before I got mixed up everywhere. I couldn't sleep. This one is having problem, so it's tension for me also. Now I'm just watching it. Problem hai, theek hai. How are you dealing with it? Okay. I send you love and light. Everyone, I don't take any unnecessary burden on the head. I send you love and light. And I finish. When you send love and light, you become that abundance to send love and light. You cannot send from an empty cup. You cannot send from an empty well. When your well is full, then only it can send. So as before it was repeating it over and over again. Now it's feeling it before repeating it. So it comes out very naturally. The aha moments are so much more, uh, I'm more alive. So today, I went for a hair treatment. And at the end of the treatment, he says, now your hair looks alive, isn't it? And for a moment, I thought, yes, that's what the course is making me do. It's just making me alive. I was living. Most times when you ask somebody, you said, how are you? Bas ji rahe hain. Bas we are living. And my father-in-law used to tell me always, better than you. I was like, oh, very nice. What an answer. So it's a change, one drop at a time. So when you work on your thoughts, then your words change, then your actions change. Before it was reaction to every action. Now it is thinking and then responding. It's like Vivek khul gaya. Your thinking has opened up. Now we know that there is no chance of mistake. Mistake is when we are in the limited self. Otherwise, the intellect and the heart are aligned. So there is no mistake. We have gone away from home. So what do we do? Just turn back home. We are lost? No problem. Unified is the GPS. Follow the GPS. They have given you the location. Just follow the location. You will reach. Some people, the road might be a little tough. The road might be a little bit rough. Lots of rocks, lots of, no problem. Just keep walking. As long as the direction is correct, it doesn't matter. If your direction is wrong, there's no direction, then we are just running in life. How to kill my time, how to pass my time. With unified, there is time. Oh, let me listen to the course. Oh, there is time. Let me listen to the bhajan. Oh, there is time. Let me analyze. Let me work on the workbook. How is it possible to add different thoughts when you have given so much work to do? Even on the flight, I'm thinking, okay, I need to do, I need to do that. And before it was Any flight would fit. I would like to watch a movie. Now I'm like, okay, how much can I go in? And then a couple of days ago, one of my friends said, it's so hard. I'm not able to sleep at night. Many times I get 1, 2 hours of sleep. And I thought, with the course, the sleep is so peaceful because you sleep practicing the course, you get up practicing the course. So, how can there be disturbance in the sleep? Even the dreams disappear because they are uninvited influences. Even in the middle of your sleep, when you get dreams, like my mom used to tell me, she had to flee from Jakarta overnight because there were riots and there were people banging into the houses, entering the houses. So it was quite scary. So when she left and she came to India, she said, in my sleep, I had to remind myself, it's over. Now you're safe. It's okay. So now even in the sleep, you're like, uninvited influence. Okay, okay, sort it out. Close the aura, finish. It's clarity of thought. It's clarity of your beliefs that this thing, if I didn't do, something bad will happen to me. So we were always told when we were small, you think God has a hammer in the hand. You didn't do this, chalo, maro. You didn't do not like that. It's we are limiting ourselves because of our beliefs. Now we have infinite wisdom. Before we had limited vision. Let your heart guide you. All you have to do is surrender. When we sit on the boat, we surrender to the boatman. When we sit in the flight, we surrender to the pilot. When we sit in the car, we surrender to the driver. Like that, surrender to the higher self. Build the connection. If it's out of track, bring it back. It doesn't matter if you lose your way, come back. The ego keeps sprouting up like a little new weed. Remove the weed, bring it back with love. Now use your thoughts to create the formula, to claim the formula and release the formula. If we do not accumulate the blockages, slowly, slowly, you use one plate, you wash it, you use one vessel, you wash it. So nothing builds up. It's when you accumulate, it becomes difficult to handle. Like there's a story that a saint came and gave a disciple a stone, Paras stone, that turns iron into gold. And he said, I will give you for one night, and tomorrow morning I will come and pick it up. So this man had a treasure chest and he kept it there and he said, by tomorrow morning, everything will turn gold. When he got up in the morning, he saw nothing had changed because there was a small thin layer of tissue that had blocked the paras from connecting with the iron. So that small little thin tissue is our ego, our belief that I know. The I know is the limit itself. It's when you connect to the all knowing intelligence, is when the iron will turn into gold. When I was little, our TV did not work. Many times I had to go up to the roof to fix the antenna. And once the antenna was fixed, I would get the right signal and the channel would be very clear. So I used to scream from up, Ho gaya, ready? And somebody would say, yes, no, yes, no. So this is what we have to do. Yes, no, yes, no. Once you get the signal, connection is done. Wi-Fi is done. You got through. This week, we connect with our AI, with our all knowing intelligence. It's a secret love language between me and my higher self. So you ask for a yes or a no and a no signal without any doubts, without any questions. Why? Just follow. Just follow your heart. If the heart is ignored, then the body reacts. You can have sweaty palms, you can have a chill of spine, you can have a certain warmth. It's the body's reaction that I'm not in my correct space. So what you do is you bring it back and there'll be a click and the connection is done. Remember, you are not a victim of any of the signals. If you do not like the example that is given in the book, you can choose the signal of your comfort. When you sit for your quiet period, sit straight, connect with your higher self, relax the neck, straighten the spine, and you will get your signal. Once you get your signal, keep repeating it, keep following it. The body is being used as an instrument for you to connect with your higher self, to connect with the divine, to connect with the universe. Also, don't try to keep changing the signal. Once you accept the signal, let it be that way. It is a gateway to heaven, a gateway to life's answers. All you have to do is go with the flow. The mind is like a little kid, it wants attention. And when the little kid doesn't get it, it creates a tantrum. Like that, the mind at times will give you physical disturbances, at times mental disturbances. But just come back, focus on your signal. The signals become like a superpower. And once you get the superpower, you are sorted. Like Superman, like Spider-Man, then they wear their suit and all the powers come to them. All you have to do is come back to your higher self, wear the suit of the higher self, and you can face everything much easier, clearer, well connected, and life is sorted. That's the end of today's summary.
Thank you. Thank you. So beautiful. Thank you and welcome. It was so, um, you made it easy for all of us. Um, all your examples and your quotes, they are all so beautiful. They connect with the knowledge of this chapter. The best thing was you gave us medicine for headaches. When you mentioned that, I immediately it clicked in my head that your headache is related to your presence in the head. If you
Yeah,
are not in the head, you can't have headache.
yeah.
That simple and that easy. So if you don't want headache, just don't go into the head. Go to your
Mm.
heart. That's so easy. Oh my God. What a realization. So thank you for making that happen for me. I usually don't get headaches, and um, you have confirmed what I just said, because now when I recall, anytime I have slightest headache, I was in the head. That is what happens. So just know that your headache is just a reminder from the nature to tell you that you are in the head. As- so when you get headache, know that now it's time to go to the heart. Simple measurement, simple tool.
And best was the catching the signal while you rotate the antenna the time you got connected. That is
Yeah.
how this week's practice is.
Uh, that yes and no signal. Um, of course, you have to tune into that. Make your antenna move so that you can tune into the signals. The mechanism, how it works, is important from your mind's perspective. Your mind is now being used for giving you the signal. Understand this thing is very important to know. When your higher self wants to talk to you, it higher self has been sending you messages through your thoughts, and thoughts are part of the stream in your mind. So mind is in continuous use for the communication. What we are now learning is Start using the body to confirm the message. Earlier, you have been listening but not able to recognize. Right? In chapter 4, we learned to separate out the channel, but many people haven't been able to figure it out. So now what we are doing, we are going one more step further to develop a signal using the body. And the whole process is absolutely simple. The pathway, how does higher self communicate with us? Higher self gives a thought through the subconscious. Subconscious is our automated system. That means conscious mind does not have the ability to change it. So when there is something coming from the subconscious, it will appear in your thought. It won't go anywhere else. It will appear in the thought. That's the process of conscious subconscious connection is the same way. Conscious, when it needs help, goes into the subconscious to dig out information. It fetches the wisdom from the subconscious only. So that connection is now used by higher self. Right? It always sends you messages. Now what higher self is now in this process, what higher self can now also do, the other possibility, there is one more role of subconscious where our body functions are controlled from subconscious as well. Our muscular system, it's called locomotor system, the way body's muscles create movement. The control for that is in the subconscious. You are never conscious when you get up from the bed and start walking because you have already programmed the subconscious to balance. All the muscles that the body needs to stand up and balance are activated as soon as you get up. That mechanism is controlled from the subconscious. The whole program. It's a complex program because there are several muscles that get activated at the same time. So there is no computer as fast as that. Understand that this is the fastest ever response that a system can ever produce. Right? So this knowing that subconscious is controlling, once it is programmed, it will keep consistently repeating the same pattern of actions. That is the process. So what we are doing, we are using, because higher self is connected to subconscious, subconscious is used to sending messages, but subconscious is also driving programs to move the body. So that's what we are now utilizing as an additional way of getting a signal. Confirmation. It's basically just confirmation of your thought. This is the reason why some of you may not have had signals, physical movement. They have a thought signal, right? I get the knowing that it's a yes. That's a basically communication through your thought only, right? But please know that you are now depending only putting all your eggs in one basket. You have been given an opportunity to develop one parallel channel, the body. There is another beautiful thing that you would know when you start using the body, that your body stores information as well. All your aches and pains are stored information in the body. That information is communicated by the body. So you can utilize all those functions of the body. This body is a wonderful instrument that you have. We got to start using it, right? So do not become lazy about it. Activate the body part, body signals. This is a parallel channel. You're thinking, the thought channel is already open, it's there. But activating your body channel is a parallel confirmation. That understanding I want all of you to have. So you may want to practice deliberately to engage your body functions, your movement, muscular system, right? It's called ideomotor response. Ideomotor response of your body is a beautiful way of confirmation. So if you have all those who have been practicing for 2, 3 times, you've repeated the program, but still not developed an ideomotor system, you're still depending on the thought part. Please try this. It is an extra effort for sure. But if you practice, you will have to allocate some time every day, maybe 15 minutes or 30 minutes every day to do the practice. Continue doing it for maybe 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks. It may take 2 months, 3 months. I don't know. It will depend on how well and how consistently you practice. But that is an invaluable skill that you will develop. No chances of confusion ever in future. Because if your thought confirms, your body confirms, there are two things telling you yes. Better than one, right? No confusion. That is important for you to understand about the yes and no signal thing. This yes and no signal exercise, there is a purpose for it. And importance, you all already must have comprehended how important it is, right? It is the reward at the end is really, really valuable for the rest of your life. So I'm just trying to motivate you to do that, right? If you have the motivation, you will do it. And when you do it, you will see the result of this. Okay. That's all I want to say about yes and no, which we will be practicing in the session today. In parallel, how I am explaining all this to you is I am working also on a book. I'm writing a book now on using pendulum, the art of dowsing using a pendulum. So as I was writing, all these thoughts were coming. And I thought I will share with all of you about this aspect of the mechanism of dowsing. Dowsing is the process. This process of using the body for confirming a signal is called dowsing. And there are many ways in which it is done. It's a subject of it. It's a very vast and wide subject in itself. And one of the most ancient knowings that human beings have, much before the Veda. Know that this knowing is very, very old. It's ancient in the true sense. And humans have used it, practiced it, and benefited from the results of this. All right. So enough said on that. If there is anyone else wants to add to the knowing of this chapter, you can add as well. Yes, Ajay ji. Yes.
Yeah. Atmabandhan, Shaileshi, Pritiji, and the masters. It has been quite a challenge for the last couple of days. Some social activities which we couldn't avoid, and then my professional field, and then my logistical from house to car to, you won't believe. And so there was always a challenge that how I can be centered in the heart. So it has been quite a struggle, and few triumphs and a few failures, but it has been quite a revealing process in the sense that the moment I feel I'm getting upset or things are going out of control, suddenly I feel, no, I'm supposed to be centered in the heart. So automatically my tone changes. I see my physically also I can feel it. Whole body slight vibration is there. Then again, from that perspective, when I look at it again, I became calm. Things have turned on its own the way I wanted. But then again, next moment, something again, I get a call or get a message. Then again, I lapsed into it. And yesterday we had a guest at home. AC suddenly failed, and it is Dubai. It is now almost like 50 degrees centigrade outside, so you can imagine. And there is humidity. So AC condenser has developed ice because of this exposure, because that is on the roof. So you can imagine, and on that top of it, so we have this class. I'm missing it. Previous night, we didn't know that was. I don't know how I missed it, and I knew it is Amavasya. I do Tarpan, so okay. Now it's a little personal, so I thought I let me share that with you. This is because my father married 3 times. So my first mother, she hailed from a Jamidar's family, because that time my father was like in an area of 100 kilometers or something. He was the first matriculate, and he was a trained city teacher or something like that. So this Jamidar has married his daughter to my father, and he has given that time one Raleigh cycle made in London, and one watch is also made in London. One, I don't know whether there is a gramophone which you just do it. I don't know whether you have noticed that. So that, and then is a fountain pen. Some swan fountain pen was also made in London. So they were there till we could see it. And unfortunately, she died. Fortunately, unfortunately, so that my father got married to my own mother, and she delivered me, and then she also lost her life because of some problem after I was hardly not even 1 year. Then my father married 3rd time. So I do thought burn. So every Amavasya, sometimes I have forgotten, but mostly I do it. But I was giving only for 2 of my mothers. And because you do for 3 generations, and each of the father, her father side and mother side. So I was thinking, suddenly I realized, and because I could attend the Amavasya one, but I was in somebody's house there. I just checked in. I said, let me check. And that time Pritiji was talking about the water thing. I said, oh my God. So I said, okay, I missed it and all. But I could, whatever little I could, it led me that because that was a source of maybe, resources for our family. And that the channel was, we had closed it. And I did that tarpan, that again I did it for her. And after that, I felt very good about it. So I was feeling, I don't know, sorry, this I realized I did this, and that is the night when I missed Pritiji's Amavasya night. So one way I was very happy in the morning that I did Tatpan. I could relate to her, and I didn't know her 3 generations. So I took the name of Shiva and Narayan and all those things, Lakshmi, Saraswati, something like that. Because you were supposed to take their names and go through. I didn't know. So, okay, so, but then I missed in the night. Because we were in somebody's house enjoying the dinner. Then we came back yesterday. Yesterday again, we didn't know because there was some couple of friends. They have come from Hong Kong, so they were here. So we invited them for over for dinner. Because that was the only slot available, and that's at the time the class was going on. So yeah, but then so it has been this couple of days has been quite challenging. But the thing is that I have not been consistently in the heart center. But I have been able to withdraw myself.
See, you are in the heart center. That is your truth. You are in the heart center. The awareness itself is a proof that you are in the heart center. And the ups and downs, the cyclic nature of the events and experiences is enriching us. It's not wasteful thing. Accept it with joy that I missed my session, fine, that I accept it. Sessions are there on YouTube. You can always catch it up, right? There is a reason why in between this gap was created for you. There is absolutely a need in your existence that needs that gap. Perfect. Just accept it. Nothing is going to run away. Trust that, right? The abundance of the creation is always available. We will never miss out. None of you. We are looked after in abundance. Right? So just feel that comfort. Feel comfortable that nothing is gone out of place. You are in sync. Once you are experiencing these movements in and out of the heart are necessary. They are very important for us to function in the body.
Yeah, that's why I realized the importance of Abhyas and Vairagya. That's what because I always my mind goes there. Let me take you to what is this Abhyas. So in Pritiji, sorry, again I am going to the scriptures. In Patanjali's Yoga Sutra, so Abhyas has been defined Satu Naidantyara, Dirghakala Naidantyara, Satkara Sevita, Drudahumi Asita. Let's understand this. Satu means that fellow, that seeker. Satu Dirghakala, that means for a long time. Nairantyara, continuous, not like today you do, tomorrow you don't do it. It's not like that. Long time, at all the times, satkara sevita. Satkara means like you worshipful. It's not like something you are going to the gym, I go today is fine, I don't go tomorrow is fine. No, 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 no. So you have to have that love, shraddha, which is a combination of devotion and love. Satkara sevita means always have that attitude of worship. So every practice of whatever we are doing it in unified also should be like that. Satkara sevita drudha bhumi. Till you are firmly established in that. You know, whenever we come to spiritual, we say, why it is not happening to me? When you take admission in the college, do we say that why is not I'm not able to get it? When I will get it? But here we say, why you have Swaleji, why I am not getting it? Of course, I know, I can understand. Like I am struggling, everybody's struggling. Struggle is okay. But doubting that I will not be there or I will not get it, this should be taken out, because whatever what where we have learned, how we have learned, we have only practiced it. The other day I was telling you, a human being, a human child, everything he has acquired, habit, nothing. Though the scriptures said that samskaras also come on the subconscious mind, but that is in the subconscious mind, not in the conscious mind. We have no immediate access to it. If you are not inward looking, it's not accessible to you.
Yes.
It comes on its own if you wants to. Like somebody's like Shailesh is love for idli, so some life it must be there. So mine is filter coffee, though I take tea, but I have a weakness for filter coffee. I don't know why it is, but maybe something in the last. So that is in the subconscious mind. So anything we do, it goes into subconscious mind, as Shailesh beautifully said. That is the go down where you dump it, and sometimes the conscious mind wants to know what my experience has been in the past. So then you look into it. So this is where the obvious comes into picture, and this remaining in the heart center has to be practiced. Because I am there, because I'm good. I don't harm anybody. I do this. I do this meditation or something like that. Or it should come. Why it's not coming? It's not going to come like that. It's not going to come like that. We have to practice it, and then along with that, abhyasam. This is also Patanjali in his Yoga Sutra said abhyasa and vairagya, and also in Bhagavad Gita also. Lord Krishna is saying in the 6th chapter itself, he said, Abhyasa and Vairagya. Why Vairagya? Why dispassionate? Dispassionate is because a human being, through his 5 sense organs, we interact with this outside world. And it has a tendency to go out. I want to see good, and to hear good, hear nice, to smell nice, taste nice, touch nice. Whatever is good to our sense organs, mind follows that, and that takes us out from our core personality. So it is like intellect. That's what in 11th chapter is saying, that it is very limited. That knowledge is no knowledge. So what you have to do is we center, look inside, get in touch with your higher self. That's what the 11th chapter is saying. So that exactly is that dispassion. So you cannot have the same lifestyle and same attachment to the things of this world and relationship and and then you can go in. It is not possible. So that's why beautiful. Ramakrishna Paramahansa goes to an example that some fellows, they were drunk and they wanted to cross Ganga, so they went into the boat and they started paddling, or that oar they were doing it, and in the morning they found that they are the same place. So they have not been able to reach the other side. So what has happened? They have not able to take the hook out from this bank. That boat, it was anchored, so they have not taken the anchor. So that's what you are saying. So you will not able to go to the other side if you do not take your anchor off from your attachment to this outside world. So that is Vairagya. It's not that you are going to give up anything. You are going to eat something. Same people, same relationship, same life, same everything in this going to be same. But your interaction should be with understanding, but not through your sense organs. So it's so beautiful. And this, I was trying to look into those through chapter 11. It's
Yes.
so revealing, so beautiful. And of course, I have not been able to involve myself much on these 3-4 days, but it was just internal struggle for me. But I was enjoying every moment of it, because I can feel, what Shailesh will tell in this situation, what Pritiji will say,
Yeah.
Deep Balaji and all. So
No.
it was really
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yes. No, there is
It was
absolutely no reason for you to um, feel left out. Absolutely not. You are fully embedded in the system properly. So there must be some necessity for this disturbance so that you can. It's like you when you fill up dal in a jar. You brought a pack of dal now. You put it in a jar, right? You shake the jar so that you have more space on top and you fill it completely, right? This is that shake. It's helping your system settle, helping your system absorb, create space for more to come in. That's what this is happening. So it's perfectly okay. And the example of practice that you have just given from Patanjali Yoga Sutra, that is the definition of subconscious reprogramming.
Okay.
That is exactly subconscious reprogramming. And the dispassionate approach, what that is? Understand? Like that dispassionate approach is our um, uh,
Quick solutions we try to find out through our own self.
no, the dispassionate approach is basically telling us don't allow your emotions to come in between. Connection with your all-knowing intelligence is what should drive you,
Yeah.
right? So dispassionate approach is similar to what Gita says, because being dispassionate, you will not have problem with the consequences. You will be focused on the process.
Correct.
Right? So that is the part of the abhyasa. Uh, I have new way of expressing exactly this knowledge. I have in the book that I am writing. I have already written this part, that when you are practicing, how you need to approach your practice itself so that you are able to develop it in a very um, in the right way, I would say, call it, right? In a way in which it becomes a useful tool. So the very basics I have written there, and this is embedded there, that when you in this chapter also there he is saying that do not start asking questions yet,
Yes.
because questions are going to drag you into passion,
And
bias.
there's a
It will,
beautiful.
yeah.
Sorry. Yeah,
Hmm.
please.
So the chapter is very well structured as to Don't start asking questions. First, focus on making the signal absolutely solid, right? Because in the very next chapter, we will start asking questions, right? So if the signal is not yet solidified, your questions will not be responded correctly. That is the importance. So the design of the chapters has embedded knowledge from the scriptures. It's embedded in there.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Which is it's beautiful because the other day I was listening to somewhere they said, so the disciple tells Guru, no, 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 I don't want to read this. I want to go to Himalayas. Let me go and meditate and come back. So he left. So his Guru said, okay, no problem. You can go ahead. So he went, and then after a few days he came back. He said, what happened? He said, no, no, no. I was going, but I was going to Badrinath, and there was a landslide. So I came back. Then the Guru said, if you want to go, how the landslide could just prevent you? You could have walked. And then and what do you think? You will come back, again you will find, you will go to somewhere else, there again come back, again go somewhere, and again come back. Everywhere you go, there will be obstacles. Because your mind itself will try to make you, because your mind will say, hey, you are convinced to meditate, but 4 o'clock, intellect is not going to get up. Your body is going to get up. Body will say, I am not signed in for that. Your intellect, you go, you work, you do meditation. I am not going to get up. And then I remembered Pritiji's struggle in Banaras. She was saying that she was in the line for C2. It's like 1 kilometer, 2 kilometer line, and she was standing there, and she thought that, okay, God is telling me to stand in the line to, meditate on Him. So yeah, it is so beautiful. One can link all those things.
Yes. Thank you.
But that was your experience that you went through in last 3, 4 days. And it was important because, you need to know when you say I'm not in my heart space, what it feels like. The book doesn't say any more for practice other than those 4 steps in the daytime, quiet period practice. And we also know that it's not possible 6 to 8 months, 1 year, we are consistently doing it. But there will be days when we are not doing what I am, as if like I'm tucking something inside and superficially creating a beautiful house. So that revelation part is very much important when we come, in front of many people, many minds, many gods. They just ask us to expand. That's all. So there also the unified practice continues, but in a different note. We have to be aware of that only, other than that, like getting frustrated, getting irritated. It is knowing that this is what I don't like. Then I can do something about it. Otherwise, without that situation, that not liking, that undiscovered part of me will be hidden. It is so much important for us to expand, to go through those moments.
Yeah, otherwise it was feeling like, you have like a cancerous cell. Something is like something unusual is happening, and you are not there, or it's not part of you. That feeling is coming. Yeah, that was one way. It is good, but then it was quite a okay. It's a revealing, I can say, also in the positive side, but then it's been quite challenging. I'd say it's quite
It will
challenging.
be because it's a journey and we want to go through it experiencing all aspect of us. Till yesterday, we were not even aware of these things. Now we are aware, then we are judging it. So we just have to accept it as it is. And if you see the heart, how it goes, it will be like it will throw you out. Don't touch me. It's like in that state, So we also have to keep waiting, keep your awareness here and then see it is not allowing me to unify. Then come to that state where you can breathe a few times and then you connect. It will take time, maybe a day, maybe 2 days, but it will happen. But that experience will clean the inner. So that is very much important. Um, and apart from that, when we are with people, when you feel frustrated, clearing aura, sending love and light, these are like disconnecting, like you said, dispassion, right? So not getting into the conversation, disconnecting the passion in it. We are there, listening, but not, it's like not taking on us.
Passionately involved, yeah.
Mhm.
Mm.
I
So
would want
that's the
to
way.
also just think about it slightly differently. Why are you getting this message on dispassionate, being dispassionate? This message is coming because your system is trying to give you an experience as to how much addicted you are to unified now, right? You are developing addiction for unified, and if you need to do the practice properly, you need to remove the addiction part. So this experience is shaking you up, right? That be connected but not addicted.
Yeah,
That part.
I could feel the when the when any of the masters they're asking questions. I can feel it through. You know,
Yes.
where somebody why this question is coming, where
Yeah.
he or she is. So
Yeah.
is whether I'm right or wrong, I'm not looking into it, but I can feel it that where from it is
Yes.
coming. This question.
Yes. That is your connectedness, right? That's the connection with all-knowing intelligence. You are so well connected with the entire group, right? That's your connection. So perfect. Actually, there's nothing wrong in your state, but this shakeup is only to give you that experience. Well, uh, just don't get addicted because we have to function, right? We are in a real world, in a social setup. We have to function.
Yeah,
There
that is
is, and
that is
Nowhere
that is.
Babaji is saying, to be in that heart space all the time. It's us
Mhm.
that we get addicted to it and we
Mhm.
want to be. And just like today morning or yesterday, I was having this thought. So is it too much of unified? Just what is your life without unified? What
Mhm.
are you doing? So that
Yes.
kind of reflection is also important. Is it like overexposing to it? What's your natural being? How does it live? And that's where these situation comes,
Yeah.
that we can see where I belong. And what I definitely see that this group, when we come here, we feel elevated.
Mhm.
So it automatically happens. So
Mhm.
this is like energizing part, and then daytime you use that energy.
yeah. Even in the in when even if you feel there is some confusion is there in somebody's head and something, but then you feel very much part of it, and you feel you are able to put it
Yeah.
in a right frame of mind, and then you can go around it, and then you go about it, and then there is empathy is there. There is some clarity is coming also in the questions of others also. Okay, and of course those who have already got it, that they are also leading the way in the sense that okay, that how to walk through it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a beautiful experience, and it's quite a challenging because I have to hit for my
Yeah.
dollar also.
So,
Yeah, another laptop is there in the side, so it's asking what happened,
yeah.
this, what happened, why this, why not this, why not this. So
Yeah.
it
You,
is
all of you are in the battlefield, in
yeah,
the real battlefield, right? You are
yes,
brave warriors in the battlefield, right? I have retired. I have got the police service in the city where there is not that kind of danger, right? You guys are in the battlefield where you are facing challenges throughout the day,
yeah,
right? And that is where I have so much appreciation for each one of you. You guys are really brave dealing with things day in and day out and still working on yourself through Unified, right? That's such a wonderful thing. So,
That's the purpose, you know. It was not, it was meant to live this life. Babaji is saying that you enjoy your life of success. You know, you enjoy the world you are in. And we talk about, you know, disconnecting. No,
mhm.
don't just be there doing things fully. You have to
Ah,
act, you have to work, but yes,
ah,
from your heart.
yes.
We have Jaya ji, she's in India. I'm not sure if she has
Oh,
enough
sorry.
time.
Hmm.
First,
Yeah.
continue or
Yeah.
complete the practice.
Let's complete that. Yeah.
She just flew to India yesterday, and today she is taking session, and I was like amazed. How come we can do that? Uh,
Yeah. Yeah. Please
Thank
go
you.
ahead, Jayaji. Yeah. We
we'll
can
continue
continue.
our
Yeah.
talk
Yeah.
after
Yeah.
this also.
Yes.
It's like when you make the drid nischay that I'm gonna do it. It's gonna happen. So I am in my mother's house that has been closed for a year, and I got it cleaned, and I've got Wi-Fi. I said, "Kaise bhi karke, I need to arrange Wi-Fi. I want no disturbance. There's nobody in the house, and I will be sitting here, and I will work on myself." So yeah, it just you put the claim, and it goes with the flow. You just follow. I didn't realize I was the barrier between the universe and its existence. Yeah.
You.
Okay. Let's sit comfortably with our head and our spine vertical. Let's get into the heart space. Take a deep breath. As you breathe in, take in love. As you breathe out, release joy. Take in another deep breath. Feel the breath go around your entire body and then release. Leave all your thoughts behind and dive. I am whole. I am healed, complete. I am in connection with the entire existence. To all uninvited influences in my being. You were created of love and light. Are love and light. Oh, Yeah. I ask my higher self, my constant companion, to take each of you in peace. You are free. You are free.
You can bring your mouthpiece closer to your mouth, the microphone. Yeah.
I close my aura to all except my higher self. I send love and light to all thought forms around me. My heart is one with my whole self. My heart is connected to the all-knowing intelligence, the cosmic computer, and my heart is connected to the absolute truth. My heart leads me to the right thought, right words, fills me like a full sponge, like a fountain full and overflowing. My heart brings me back to true nature. I am whole, I am healed, I am complete. I enliven and empower my heart to connect me to the cosmic computer, my all-knowing intelligence. I am aligned with the truth beyond the mind, beyond the ego, beyond the intellect. I am aware. My heart is open. It's ready. I trust my feelings and I act upon them. creator. I am the manifester. And I am in the flow of existence. I feel abundance. I feel expansion. I feel the calmness. I feel the ease. Receive your higher self signal and I am the observer. I am the seer. I am the divine. The director. The lead actor. Writer. I have the power to change my script and manifest my experiences. I have the power to write my script, to create a change. I am made in the image of God. I accept myself as I am. A perfect God as created perfect being, as whole, as healed, as complete, like the creator. Let us go through the magic formula of manifestation now. God and I claim and accept thoughts with forgiveness and thanks. Amen. God is brighter than the sun, cooler than the moon, than the ocean, warmer than the fire, vast and endless like space. God is timeless, limitless, boundless. God all knowing. God is lead and abundance. I am made in the image of God. I am the sun, the moon, the star. I am joy. I am limitless, timeless, full of abundance. I am vast, infinite. I am without boundary. I claim now that I enliven and empower my heart to bring my all-knowing intelligence. I claim complete acceptance of any blockage that I have been carrying on my head. It could be fear of the unknown, fear of someone, doubt, what would anger on myself or the past. Or my mistaken beliefs. I understand now. I am whole and healed and complete. and so is everyone else. Everyone is not wrong. They are different. Become the observer. Become the seer. And watch the arise, the beings, the rise. To dissolve. What are those thoughts that are blocking my heart from experiencing life to the fullest, from connecting to the cosmic computer? I note my hindering thoughts and now replace them with healing thoughts. I know my all-knowing intelligence is with me, guiding me, protecting me, nudging me. I am connected to my true self, to my higher self. I release all the thoughts that interfere with my claim and no more barriers, blockages. Now I am in tune, music of life. I am aligned. I am here now. Life is for giving love, for giving. No one has the power to plunge into my perfection. I am whole. Everyone here to play different. I am the observer. I see the world from a distance. As I let go, I am now in a state of forgiveness. I give love and light to myself and to it around. I am love. I am light, beaming, radiating in all directions. From a state of doing to a state of being. I carry my aura I am healed. I'm complete. Love flows within, around me. Into the existence. I am. Feeling full of gratitude. Gratitude to the existence. Gratitude to everyone who has helped me grow. Gratitude opens doors. Gratitude for every breath that I take. Gratitude for every move. Gratitude that the body works in rhythm. Gratitude for everything around me. Gratitude for the course that has helped us clear the vision, bringing us back to our unlimited abundance. Gratitude to all the masters. So much love. Gratitude to all the guides. For showing us the path, paving for us. Gratitude for understanding that we are unlimited being, whole, healed, and complete. Amen. So be it. Now, I am here to practice no by yourself. Please give me my yes. Keep your spine erect and keep your body loose so you can feel the signal. It could be a small gesture, a gentle head movement, a sensation, or a warmth. Could be some kind of tingling. Could be sweaty palm. Just feel. Let your body loose. After you've received your yes signal, your higher self signal turn. Again, we ask, loving higher self, please give me my no signal. Observe how the yes signal is separate, it's different from the no signal. Trust your body. It's being used as an instrument to connect to the divine. Become this here. Become this Sahara. and watch be patient. This week, focus only on the significant with utmost trust. No, no questions, just accepting that you are being led. To keep my higher self. Gratitude to the entire universe for showing me the way, for lighting the path. I close my aura to all except my higher self. I send love and light to all thought forms around me. I am whole. I am complete. With the guidance of my distant companion, yourself, I create all the formulas that I require to live life to the fullest, shining as bright as the sun. Warm as fire. I am here to grow with divine nature. I am changing with existence. I am whole. I am and I am complete. Maybe put your hands, your palms over your eyes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. You may open your eyes. Write down anything that you want. If something is coming up, drink a sip of water if you need to. Open your eyes with the intention to stay connected.
Thank you, Jayaji. Thank you.
Thank you. We still struggled with your voice a lot.
I'm sorry. I
Uh,
thought it was clear. I don't know what happened.
No.
no, you did your best. Then I didn't point it because nothing can be done after that. I know it's mic.
Yeah.
Sometimes our voice goes low and then it doesn't catch properly. But in middle it was okay, and sometimes it was
Less.
muffled.
When you hold the mic too close to your mouth, the air that comes out muffles the sound. This is one thing. Second thing is when you hold in your hand, it keeps on moving. So sometimes it will be clear, sometimes it will not be clear, right? So that's what goes on with the microphone. This is why we have gotten, I mean, my microphone, I don't use this one. I use a separate microphone here.
In India, I was using that, so I had so much struggle every time. So I also have this on table, the microphone. That
Yes.
helps.
Oh, maybe I try with the AirPods then.
Normally, your voice is good when you speak,
Yeah.
but when
Yeah.
in meditation, the pace is different, so.
Correct. Is this better then?
Yes, absolutely. So much clearer.
Oh, okay. Next time I'll use this then.
Mhm. Good. All right.
So again, for the signal practice, a few reminder. Just sit for the signal practice. That time you don't sit for, you can separate the two practice. Sit for claiming the all-knowing intelligence at once. Give yourself 20 minutes, do that part, and then next 20 minutes, separate it out. Just do the signal. Come back, sit relaxed, and come to your heart center. Unify with God, clear your aura, just the way we do it. The steps are in the activity workbook that we'll go through today. So there you can just ask the signal and be with it. 20 minutes of practice for yes, 20 minutes in that yes, 2, 3 times, and then no, 2, 3 times. First 2, 3 days, just do this yes, no, yes, no. And then once you get hang of the signal, then you can start mixing the yes, no, yes, no. And there's a process very much detailed. It is mentioned in the chapter, also in activity workbook, how the signal appears and disappears. Why I'm saying this 20 minutes, there's a reason, because many times if we sit too long, our body starts to ache. In that pain, our awareness is always on pain. So it's difficult to center in the heart. Then you will miss the signal. So it's important that you center yourself in the heart and do the practice for a short time. And especially like when you are very much alert, and still you are calm, and you can center yourself easily, choose that time. And setting up intention, being alert, being in the heart center, allow anything to happen. Just do not make your body stiff or hold any posture. Feel the relaxation in the body. Sit relaxed and be centered in the heart. So sometimes the signals are very, it's like a warmth. It's not like a moving signal. It's not always the kinetic signal, as it is said in the chapter. Like before we got the higher self signal. So it could be something like that. So in that, we can have like the expanded heart, some tingling, some heat, some vision, some sound. Any of that signal can appear for yes and for no. So just be open for that. Okay. I think Achalaji will go through the activity workbook first because it will be too late. You, Shailesh, you are on mute.
Yeah, once we are done with the activity workbook, then we will start the discussion part. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. So let me just share the workbook here. Okay. So there you go. This the activity workbook for this week is more detailed than the last week because we have two practices. So the practice, the quiet period section is longer. Two separate practices are given there. So we'll go through it now. So the purpose of this week, as you would have learned by now, is to enliven and empower the heart as what? Center of all-knowing intelligence. It is the center of all-knowing intelligence, enabling direct access to all-knowing intelligence. That is the purpose. We are enabling direct access. We will work with our tool of creating formula for this purpose. This is the connection to God's thought, which is all knowledge. God's thought is all knowledge. This connection also we have understood in the chapter, right? Right in the beginning, that has been explained. Its input will be in the feelings of the heart. So the all-knowing intelligence inputs that you receive will come through your feeling. This week shifts you from thinking what is right to feeling and knowing what is right. So we are not debating anymore on what is right. We are feeling and knowing what is right. That this is the shift we are making this week. Because thinking happens in the mind, feeling and knowing is part of the heart. The usual weekly tracker here for you is here. So you can keep track of how consistently you have been practicing. Please use this tool. This is the most important part of all activities. This tells you your score. And then let's look at the affirmations for this week. My heart is one with my whole self, to all intelligence and to all truth. So the intelligence and truth are all accessible through the heart, which is integrated in my whole self. So my whole self is this one plus the extended being put together. My heart leads me to the right action, to fulfillment, to success, and guides me back to my wholeness. So it is an active component of my existence, very active, right? What does it do? It leads me to the right action. Now, no chances of mistakes, to fulfillment, to success, and guides me back to my wholeness. That's another important thing the heart does. Makes us feel whole, right? I enliven and empower my heart to bring me my all-knowing intelligence. So this is what I'm doing. I am empowering and enlivening my heart so that it's able to bring me my all-knowing intelligence. Bring in the sense access to it. I am aligned with truth and all-knowing intelligence beyond the intellect. Right? It's a very important thing to remember. Intellect is my limited buddhi, limited intellect here, and all-knowing is beyond it. So I am aligned with the truth and all-knowing intelligence beyond the intellect. So this is an affirmation to the self. I'm aware that my heart is opening. I trust my feelings. I act on them. This is the result part of this week's practice. The end result of this practice is I am now aware that my heart is opening. I trust my feelings and I act on them. That means I'm not ignoring the messages coming from the heart now. They are my primary drivers.
So first two affirmation is for our heart. When you write, just feel it when you write. Take some time to integrate it. You can even meditate with it. Just close your eyes, say these words, and feel it. Feel from the heart as if the words are like vibration expanding from heart to your shoulders, then to the body. Right? So just don't write it or copy it. Feel it, understand it, and affirm it. Make it yours, claim it. Okay. So first two affirmation is for our heart, that Babaji is saying that we are enlivening the heart, empowering the heart. So the first affirmation is connecting with whole self is the enlivening section, and then with that wholeness is guiding to the right action, fulfillment, success. That is the empowerment of our heart. And then we claim that I enliven and empower my heart with all-knowing intelligence. So the chapter main focus is to separate the understanding of the intellect and all-knowing intelligence. Right? So we are pointing to that, and that how it is happening. The intellect is limited to the mind with my sum total of past experience, whereas the all-knowing intelligence is known or unknown. Right. So this is all-knowing. This is truth. So it will it when we are connected with all-knowing intelligence, our heart will open. So this week you will find the shift in your heart feeling. The heart space will feel more open, and you will have to trust that feeling, whatever that comes from within. That we say that my thought is in tune with God's thought. So that God's thought is all-knowing intelligence that we are connecting to from our heart. So I act on them. So we listen, we feel, and we act. So that is the outcome of the chapter. So this is the flow and very powerful affirmation for the week and even for the entire practice. Um, just that's why I just said added, because this
Yeah.
is very much powerful for the entire course.
Yes. Yeah. And these affirmations are essentially confirmation to you that all those things that you have done to now in the course, is embedded in it through these affirmations, right? So yes. Thank you, Preeti. Okay. So quiet period practice again. We have it day 1, creating formula for enlivening the heart. So on the first day, which was yesterday for all of you, we did the practice also in the session, and the practice is described here. Essentially the same initial steps to center ourselves and get connected to the higher self and get the signal. And after that, we do the doing the formula part of it. The 7 steps of doing the formula, God and I. Same, absolutely same steps. First 2 steps are same. In the claiming section is where you will introduce the purpose of this week. I claim now that I enliven and empower my heart to bring me my all-knowing intelligence and accept my all-knowing intelligence. That's the claim and acceptance. No gap between claim and acceptance, that you are familiar now. Then once you have done the claim and acceptance, what we do, we work with the thoughts. Part 4, correction and alignment. So ask your higher self, what thoughts are blocking my heart from opening to all-knowing intelligence? And then you have this familiar table. Now you are aware that we can actually tabulate the hindering thoughts and healing thoughts side by side. And some examples are given here. You can go through the examples. If they sort of resonate with your current message that you are receiving, you can use the same as it is, or you can create your own. You have space for writing your own thoughts, which are hindering access to all intelligence. That's the important thing here. And of course, then you use the same steps are there as you did last week for ending your 4th part, working with thoughts. You end it by releasing all thoughts, known or unknown, that interfere with this claim. My thoughts are now one with God's thought. This is perfect alignment with God's thought. I'm not sure how many of you have noticed this thing, that when we mention God's thought, we are talking of thought, not thoughts. There's only one thought that created the entire universe. Or pay attention to these details, they are important. Whenever we are talking about God's thought, it's always single thought, never multiple. All right, forgiveness. And then we do the 5th part of the formula, the forgiveness part. My heart is in a state of forgiveness. And then do the thanks. I thank God for enlivening and empowering my heart to bring me my all-knowing intelligence. So this my all-knowing intelligence is your connection with it. And then, of course, after the gratitude, what we do, we close the deal. Amen. Right? I let go completely. This is created. I release it to the divine law. Amen. I close my aura to all. And then after that, you close your aura to all except your higher self. And then say a few words of thanks to your higher self for its guidance. Right? That's the same steps we are doing. And at the end, you can write down your own formula as well. There is space here. Right? Whatever you create for yourself, you can write it down. This is an active engagement with the process. Right? You need to do it. And unless you do it, it won't give you results.
Here, I would like everybody
Mm.
to give a thought. What could be the hindering thoughts for all-knowing intelligence? Why we, if we are made that way, why we hesitate, or where do we, why we can't live it? So I have found many such thoughts. A few are listed here in the book, in the activity workbook, but there are many more. And you can see where you are stuck. When you are dealing with your higher self, just find out where you are stuck. And then you can pause, what stops you to be all-knowing intelligence. And what we call all-knowing intelligence is that knowing all, right? Knowing the truth. So it means Do we depend on somebody for the wisdom, or do I trust my higher self for my inner wisdom? And I can tell you the experience I had the first year I was practicing it, and I was continuously judging myself by my mistakes, by not knowing things. And then I said, how is it possible? Then, how is it possible that I am all knowing intelligence? Because I am doing mistakes, I don't know things. Then I realized that the knowing happens with time, and what is needed for us at this moment is that all knowing intelligence that our higher self will feed us. So it might be a very simple knowing that I need to take care of my body. I need to work out, exercise, I need to eat well, I need to rest. These kind of knowing is all that all knowing intelligence. Once we start feeling, receiving, acting on it, we will heal that part. We will make a trust, a connection, and then we can extend it, expand it to the next step. Then something else will come, maybe with some relationship, maybe better understanding of the relationship. So, Shaileshi keep telling so many things. They are all beautiful. They're all great. How much do we catch every day? Can we catch all the 3 hours, 4 hours of information? So, all knowing intelligence brings us that information that is very personal to us and at the very right time. We keep listening, we keep forgetting, and sometimes we remember, sometimes something clicks, then we go back and then we remember, we check, and then we apply, right? But it will be prompt to information available to the point through our higher self. So we are just doing that practice that we did in chapter 4, speaking out universal truth. Here we are just opening that channel of, where we use intellect so far. Now we will get into the all-knowing intelligence. So don't feel like you are going to write a book in one night, or something big will happen, or some big download will happen. But it will be a gradual process, one after the another. The more we clean up with our forgiveness and self-acceptance, and the more we are into the flow of wisdom, the key is to be curious to know. We need to think, understand, learn, and at the same time it is important, uh, if I'm not curious to learn, why I'm not curious to know? Those thought can be the hindering thought in accessing all-knowing intelligence. It is not for me. Okay, so find why it is blocking that. Because if we differentiate the understanding of intelligence and all-knowing intelligence, the intellect and the all-knowing intelligence, we can work better here in this area. We can open ourselves with to all information, to all knowledge that is there. Okay.
Good. So the distinction between all-knowing intelligence and the limited intellect information, uh, you don't have to know it by analysis, right? You don't have to look at every thought, oh, is it coming from there or is it coming from there? That is a mental activity. You don't do that. What we are doing in this chapter is building the trust with the heart. That relationship of trust with the heart, so that whenever the heart information comes, I trust it. Right? Allow it to start being noticed. That has always been there. I have not recognized it. Now I am doing the process of recognizing the knowing that is coming from the heart. I am giving it recognition now. I am giving it value. Earlier I ignored it because of not being aware. Now I am becoming aware, so I am able to recognize that, right? Once that recognition part starts, you will not have to analyze anything. Analysis will go away, because that's a mental activity. You are trying to now learn to make a choice before the analysis starts. This will happen to you in the days
So
to
that
come. You will
our
eat that. Yeah.
activities are for this week. If you go through
Yes.
the activities, you'll see
Ah,
how the all-knowing intelligence is being incorporated in that practice.
yes. So knowing this is the clarity I want you to have. Don't worry about it. Oh, how do I know? You don't have to worry about it. You don't need to know, right? This is mind. You already know it. Now you are just beginning to recognize, right? That's what we are working on. So if you find that there is a limiting thought, that thought itself is giving its identity, that I am coming from the mind. Any thought which includes limitation, that's its characteristic. It's saying I am coming from the mind. If there is a thought which is not limiting, which makes you feel expanded, that's the thought coming from your all-knowing intelligence. Very simple understanding. If the thought makes you feel good, makes you feel expanded, it is coming from there. If you look back in your life, you have taken such fantastic decisions earlier on in your life. How did you do that? You unknowingly resonated with your all knowing intelligence and took action on it. The results were excellent for you. They gave you the experience of God's qualities. You unknowingly did it. Now we are learning to consciously do it all the time. That's the objective. This should become natural to each one of us, that we act on our knowing, not the analysis.
Not
That,
with what I know so far, like,
mm,
using the
mm,
same pattern, listening
yes,
to the moment. Here, the biggest challenge happens when the heart comes in, the intellect keep judging. So that's the biggest challenge you will see when you go
mm,
through the experience. So this is a self-learning from there. You
yes,
see it, but you know when my heart is saying, I want to experience this and I approve myself. That's where the self-acceptance part will expand in your existence.
yeah, good. All right, so I hope this has added to your understanding now, right? Don't be worried. How will I distinguish? You don't really need to. Simple distinction, of course, I have told you. You will know it by yourself. If you're feeling fearful, you're feeling limited, it is coming from the mind.
Even
Okay?
certain beliefs, like you
Yes.
do it this way because I have been doing it this way, or this is the way society works, this is the way people work. Those
Yeah.
kind of things are from that part.
By its very nature, every belief limits us. Every belief, no exception. All the beliefs are limiting, right? So just know that when it is coming from your belief system, know it is coming from the mind. You created it for a reason. It's not useless. It is our checklist. Our belief system is a checklist that we prepare. When I am there, I should not miss out on these items. I have to work on these areas. I have to experience it. And from experience, learn. That is the purpose of your belief system. It's a checklist, right? And you will see naturally beliefs start dropping in your life. As you progress, certain beliefs remain and certain keeps dropping. That is a natural cycle of the belief system. Once you have learned what you needed to learn, it will drop. It won't come back. This is the process, right? So just know it. All right. I digress into so many things. My God, let's do that. So this one is our second practice, right? Second practice for this week is yes and no signal training. That's what we are doing. This practice, as Preeti explained, she has given excellent suggestions that do it in 20 minutes kind of sittings, right? So that your body doesn't interfere with the listening of the signal. So same basic steps, connect and center in the heart. So the first step is You are familiar with it, how you do that. And the second step is establish the yes signal. So say internally, my higher self, please give me my yes signal. Ask for the signal. Okay, when you have asked for the signal, then what you do, allow, just sit, wait, and be alert, watch for it, okay, and then allow whatever signal is coming. It could be a sensation, subtle internal knowing, any of those things. After your yes signal, your higher self signal will return. So during this process, after you have asked the higher self, your higher self signal will go away. Why it will go away? So that you have no confusion. It goes away. And then you will get a new sensation, which will be your signal. Yeah.
So far we have practiced higher self signal in part 1, and then the uninvited signal in part 1, chapter 5. Here, this is another signal. These will be
Yeah.
two different signals, one for yes, one for no. It won't be the same. Your higher self signal will not be the same as yes.
Yes. And they will be quite distinct. Like these signals they need to be distinct so that you have no confusion when you get the signal. Let's say you are doing something during the day, you are working with something, doing something, and suddenly you get a signal. You should be able to recognize it right away. That is the purpose of the signal, right? It is alerting you.
So body awareness practice helps us here
Yes,
so
yes.
very much. What I have seen in my day in and out, like when I'm talking with somebody, and if there is going to be an argument in the next moment, before only I get a sweep from my higher self. So the body sensation is like a sudden kind of vibration touching me that is telling me to get off from this place, so that you do not continue being part of this conversation anymore. So those kind of signals, it will start like after once you master this, it will be there. Okay, so body awareness practice, and that we have done so far, like that will help you. And
Yes.
throughout the day also we need to be in that state. So that is what our the activity, day activity, commute activity, cooking activity is guiding us to. So that we
Yes.
recognize, we keep getting multiple sensation, vibration in the body, but we do not know what is happening. We sometimes ignore it also. But if you will recognize, there will be a thought, there will be actions aligned to it. That is very practical.
Yes. We have to develop the sensitivity. In the early in this course, that 24-day practice was to develop the sensitivity that your body has always been telling you, you are not noticing it. So noticing the body signals is what we practice to begin with, right? Sensing the body, being sensitive to the body signals. And now what we are doing, training the body for specific signals for specific purposes. So Ranjana ji is asking, what is the difference in signal? The difference will be unique to you. All your signals are unique to you, each one of us, right? So know that your signals will be unique to you. They cannot be same. They have to be different. Otherwise, you don't know what to read, right? So it's not not a blank, you fill it up. No, not like
Here,
that.
the practice also says you will get a yes signal, then your higher
Yeah.
self signal will go away, and then the yes signal is over, you will get your higher self signal back. So
It will
this
return.
means
Yeah.
that it will be a different signal.
Right. And then when you have arrived at the signal during this practice, then what the next step is, practice this yes signal several times. So that same signal, then now you have to practice. Okay. You have sensed that, okay, when you asked for the signal, you are receiving some kind of physical thing. Either your head is doing this 3 times automatically, or your hands are doing something, your body is getting a twitch or whatever. Then you say, okay, I consider this as my yes signal. Give me yes signal again. Give me yes signal again. Do it several times, and if you receive the same signal again and again and again, and after every time it gives the signal, your higher self signal, whatever you have, must return. Right? That is confirmation that you were given the signal.
So,
Okay?
anyone who is feeling the signal is weak, but you are recognizing the signal, you can ask your higher self, my dear higher self, please give me the signal as this, whatever you are experiencing, as yes signal. Okay, so in the chapter you'll say that the phrase is like, my dear higher self, please give me a yes signal by rotating my head left to right 3 times, right? So if you have got a like a vision, or your anything that is happening like a pinch, so just ask that, give me that pinch again for my yes signal. Phrase your sentence, make it fixed, write it in a notebook so that it is in your head, so that you practice it, you say the same words again and again, and you receive the same signal again and again.
Yes. Yeah. Some people may get audio. They may hear some words, right? Some people will get vision, internal vision, right? Those kind of things are possible. Achalaji is saying that her higher self signal doesn't go away, but she gets distinct yes and no signals. It's okay as long as they are consistent. So when you do this last bullet, practice this yes signal several times, you're getting consistently the same thing, that's okay, right? So don't worry about that.
And we
And
will
then,
perfect it in coming chapters. We will have
yeah,
to
yeah.
practice using this yes and no. So
Yeah, in
this
the
is why.
days to come, we will be doing a lot of work with it. So you will get more confirmation of your signals in subsequent weeks. So same process goes for the no signal, and make sure that your no signal is different from all other signals you've had so far. So basic process and steps are the same. Observe the difference clearly from the yes signal. Observe it. After your no signal, your higher self signal will return. So in case of Achalaji, this doesn't apply. It remains there for her, right? Her higher self is so loving, my God, it doesn't leave her. Then keep practicing this no signal again and again, right? Just do that, making sure that the understanding between you and your higher self is established. That yes, every time I am saying no, you are giving me that signal. I am saying no, you are giving me a signal. And once this is established and perfected, what will happen? Higher self will say no and you will get the signal. The process will be reversed. Once it is perfected, because this is the message from higher self to you. So higher self will say no and you will get the signal. Higher self will say yes, you will get the signal. And you will have the knowing. This is a yes. You will have the knowing this is a no. Right? That knowing part is the understanding you will get through the bodily signal. So if some of you are getting in the knowing, or in some kind of vision, or in some kind of inner hearing, etc., try to build a physical one, a signal which involves your muscular system. Try to establish that one. That will actually be your backup signal. So this internal one is okay, no problem. But you don't have to do this physical thing this week. If your other one is working, perfect. Continue to use it. But in parallel, start developing a one which is in your physical, from the body. Your body is an extremely important instrument. All right. So important considerations for steps 2 and 3. So yes and no signal. What are the considerations? Trust your body. It is your instrument. Allow your awareness to be at ease, right? So don't focus on anything. Do not force movement. Be patient. Do not test with real questions yet. Don't ask any questions yet. This week is for signal recognition only. Do not try to be perfect in recognizing signals. Clarity develops naturally through relaxed awareness. You don't have to be perfect yet. Keep doing it. Just practicing, practicing, practicing. So like I explained, during the practice, it is you telling the higher self that give me the yes, give me the no, right? Once practice is established, higher self will say yes, no, and you will know. Okay? That is the important thing here. Good. So we have done the practice, fun activity, heart awareness map. You can draw a human figure, a silhouette of a human being. And the purpose is to connect emotions with body awareness. So we are increasing the sensitivity of the body now, becoming aware of the body. What emotion does what to my body? How does my body tell me my emotions? That's what is being established here. So what you do, draw a simple body silhouette, sit quietly for 2 minutes. You are used to that. Bring awareness to your heart. Slowly scan your body, right? Slowly scan your body from here till your toes, like you do normally in a quiet period practice. Sometimes you may be doing it, and then on the outline. So in this the drawing that you have created, use colors, shapes, or symbols to represent what you notice. So as when you are scanning, let's say you are scanning your head, your um, top portion of your head, you are getting some sort of a sensation, whatever sensation that is. It could be any of these written here or anything else that you have. You can make a note of those here in this space. So it could be warmth, tightness, calm, openness, expansion, tingling, heaviness, whatever it is. And then pick up a color and represent it through that color in that part of the body. So let's say if it's in your head, you can, if it's in the head and you are feeling tightness, pick up a color, whatever color you think about, and just put it here in this area, just color that part. Or if you can think of a symbol to define that emotion, just put that symbol, whatever way you feel, right? So let's say you are getting anger at that time. When your awareness is here, you are feeling some kind of anger emotion. You can put a minus sign there. It's negative, right? That will remind you that I got angry, right? That's something like that. I'm just giving you just simple examples. So do this practice. You don't have to fill up the whole body in one sitting. Every day, do something. Get whatever in whichever um, day, whatever you sense, just put that one there, right? So don't analyze. You are not creating a piece of art. Just express yourself through your body sensations. Add any other sensations to the above list, then gently work on these areas by giving love and relaxing, massaging, tapping. So once you have sensed it, you have made a note, you have colored the thing, then you also release it. Put your hand in that part. Let's say you're feeling it here. Just put your hand to either you tap it, you can caress it, you can massage it, you can do whatever feels you comfortable, right? Just do that for yourself. You can work to release any emotions, thoughts using the creating formula later. You can also add this to your creating formula, right? And modify the formula and then use the formula to release it. Replace it with a wholeness thought, God's thought alignment, right? Then you can do that.
So this awareness
Hmm.
practice is guiding us, heart map awareness, it says, but it is actually guiding us to be aware of the body so that the signal recognition is easy. Sometimes, if a lot of pain is there or a burning sensation is high, like just now he was saying, I was feeling some twitches and then some vibration on the other side of the body. So if keeps happening, it's like body is in noise. It's not in that ease state. Right. So you will just be aware of it and then gently by touching, massaging, you are also giving love. Like there's pain, there's tightness. You at least become aware of it. You know. So it will bring you more in that uh, relaxed state,
Hmm.
and it will help your body to come to the practice of yes and no signal. It will help you in that area.
Yes.
The more
And
the body is relaxed, the more easier it is for us to recognize the vibration, the signal when we ask.
yes, and when you touch that part of the body, you are also communicating to the body, I acknowledge you, right? I hear you. That acknowledgement is very important. You are making a connection with your body. All right. So once in a while, in between, through the week, during the evening, whatever time you feel good after the exercise you have done, then reflect on the experience of during this process. What you experienced. Was there any surprise to you? Did you feel surprised about something? Make a note here. Or what part of your body asked for attention? What was it? Any specific body parts will talk to you. See what was it, that which part of my body was asking what was it. Make a note here, right? These will become valuable references for you in the days to come as to how your body communicates to you. And what did you do to release it? What was the message it was giving me? Then you will learn about what kind of information is stored in which part of your body. From this exercise, you will know that. Did my heart feel open, closed, or neutral? How did your heart feel? Your heart is a very important indicator to you about the big picture. In totality, what is that experience like? What might my body be communicating today? This is a learning, right? That learning will come to you. So make note of this is a big area that I have left here so that you have space to write. Knowing your body. You are learning your body now, right? Sensations in the body and the messages coming from there. This
So this
is a really big thing. This will help you in chapter 14 when we work on your health.
Hmm.
Hmm.
So this week question answer. Everybody, please make a note of the signal time when you ask the question to yourself. How long does it take to recognize the signal, and how many days it took for you to practice? Those kind of questions are there in the uh,
In
uh,
journaling section also we have.
journaling section.
Yeah, yeah.
So please make a note. And we will need that in the next time when we go through the how we are evolving with the practice. We'll need that information. So I'll take a leave now. Shalish, please
Sure,
continue.
sure. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Preeti. Yeah. So commute activity, very similar. You're familiar with it, right? This time around, we have slightly more expanded information there for you to. We want you to now be aware of your feelings, and observation needs to be enhanced now. Observe what's happening around me and what kind of feeling I am getting. So those aspects have been embedded now in the um, practices that we or suggestions for you um, to consider during your daytime. So as you are commuting, for example, right, be centered, shift from overthinking to listening during your commute, right? Instead of immediately analyzing or deciding, gently ask within, what does my heart already know about this thought? So during your commute, you get a thought. Thought is in the form of your judgment also sometimes, right? You see somebody, immediate judgment arises. Now, first thing that you need to do is, what does my heart already know about this thought? When you check in with your heart, you get a lot of information. Observe subtle signals in the body. When you ask your heart, body will give you signals. Expansion or contraction, ease or tension, calmness or disturbance, lightness or heaviness. Your body will tell you the big picture because heart is always in the big picture. Make a note of thoughts that need correction. No need to force answers. This week is about recognizing that intelligence often arrives before thought. The purpose of doing this is that your intelligence Your all-knowing intelligence arrives before thought. That knowing in the heart arrives before thinking starts. That is the primary purpose of observation. This will become the key in the days to come. In the days to come, this will help you segregate mental chatter from higher self messages. The first, I have always said this, the first thing that comes is your message. That is what this is talking about, recognizing, right? And that first thing that comes is usually the knowing itself. It has no confusion, no discussion, it straight away comes in. So that intelligence often arrives before thought. This you will know by experience, right? So pay attention to this. And then some suggested affirmations that you can use during the day when you remember something. My heart guides me naturally. So this is focusing on guidance from the heart. It guides me naturally. I trust the all-knowing intelligence within me. Right knowing arises effortlessly at the right time. Right knowing comes automatically at the right time. Okay. So during cooking again, similar things. Um, I am guided by my heart. I listen to my heart and I create from my heart. Cooking is a creative activity, so your creation is happening there. And when you bring that creation on the basis of your heart, your creation will align with God's thought. Know this. Every time, all creations coming from God's thought will give you the experiences of God qualities. So let your creativity express itself. Ask yourself what you want to experience today. See how everyday cooking brings you a new experience. That's magical. Everyday cooking. It may seem like a mundane activity. I do it every day. Oh, again, I have to cook. But you can actually make it more entertaining for yourself. Why? Because every day brings a different experience. As you prepare or organize things, start recognizing what's going on. The order. How your activities are ordered. Are they random or are you following an order automatically? Flow or doubt. Are you actually flowing or you are stopping and doubting, well, will this work? Will this not work? That kind of debate in the mind. Intuitive timing. You are automatically taking steps in the process of cooking timely when necessary, right? Very much in time. You will put an ingredient at the right time. You will kind of mix the food at appropriate time before it starts to burn. All that intuitively will happen. Effortless coordination. The more you flow, the more your coordination, like doing so many things at the same time, will become so much effortless, no stress. New experiment with your old recipe, right? Recipe is still the same. You've been doing it for so many years. But now you can experiment with the recipe. What happens if I change this sequence, right? Those kind of things. Those experiments you can do. And these experiments, when you open up to it, your heart will guide it. And you may actually stumble upon a more delicious outcome from the same recipe. These are some of the things you will feel surprised about. Well, oh, my heart knows more. I never thought bindi would taste so much better if you do it this way, right? Your heart knows, and that's what it will guide you through. So if you follow the heart, your recipes may have a new experience for you. So what would you want to observe during cooking? My heart awareness guides my actions without mental stress. There will be no stress. The body already knows many movements naturally. Pay attention to those. How do I open the boxes or pots while cooking? How do I pick my pots? How do I open the pots or the boxes? How do I do that? Are there any expectations or irritations when things are not found at the right place or I am out of grocery? Do I get irritated? What's the feeling within me when I encounter obstructions? Become aware of your body sensations. So your body will tell you your emotions. Am I driven to something in the kitchen again and again? This, this will tell you your pattern. Do I reach out for the same spice all the time? Right? And it's reminding me of something that I need to become aware of. This could again be for a few days you are more aligned or more um, focused, more attracted to one specific thing. After a week, that may shift to something else. And that thing, continuously you are getting attracted to a specific thing. Watch your thought at that time. What thought arises when I am doing that activity? That is the reminder that natural um, attraction to some specific thing again and again is giving you a message. So pay attention to what thought is there at that time. Whenever you have, this is not just during cooking, anytime you have repetitive things, watch your thought immediately. Like some people see divine numbers, right? 1111. When you see that, that's a repetition, pattern of repetition, right? What does that pattern remind you of in your mind, right? That thought is critical. Okay. So recognize how inner knowing guides. This is the guiding from inner knowing. So make a note of ease and flow, from resistance to expansion, from confusion to contentment, and revise your creating formula. So this is a shift you can experience. Let everyday actions become proof that life can move through inner knowing, not constant mental control. The resistance that you may have found within you last week through that special exercise I gave you, 1 day of vacation, that is what you will experience here now, right? Life can move through inner knowing, not constant mental control. That was a proof for you that without mental control also life will keep moving. Inner knowing is the real guide. So bonus affirmation for you: I trust the intelligence within my heart. I listen, I follow, and I create from love. Such a beautiful thought to have in your mind, right? Just having this thought itself make you feel elevated. And then similarly, we have more here. Connection practice, like when you are interacting with people, observe during conversations and interactions, am I centered in my heart? So in a social setup or in the family, during your day, at work, wherever you are, am I centered in my heart? Ask yourself, am I listening beyond words? These are basically alerting yourself. Am I listening beyond words, right? On the surface, somebody is saying something, but behind that saying, is there something else I'm sensing? That is really revealing thing. How do I feel in my heart when I respond to people? So that sensing behind the words will come through the heart to you. So how do I feel in my heart when I respond to people? So now naturally when somebody is saying something, you will respond. What is your feeling during that time? Are you feeling the warmth, contraction, ease, openness, discomfort, or anything else? Whatever you are feeling, make a note. This is not for judgment, only for awareness. We are not judging anything, just becoming aware. Make a note of it. If needed, do a creating formula later on, right? So you can do that. Um, During your interactions, also remember some of these pointers. Before reacting or giving advice, pause briefly. What feels true and aligned here? So before answering somebody or reacting to somebody's question, pay attention. How do you feel actually before you respond? Right? Notice how often your first quiet inner feeling carries clarity before the mind begins debating. This is once again an indicator to you that before the mental activity starts, the inner knowing always is present. It is present. It is instantaneous. It is connected to your thought. As soon as a thought arises, inner knowing responds. That's why before the mind can analyze, your response from the heart is ready already. So that is what you should start noticing now. Whenever you are interacting with people, somebody asks a question, before the answer comes out of your mouth, you have a knowing. So first quiet inner feeling arrives, carries clarity. So the first feeling you get will be clear. It will have no confusion, no ambiguity before the mind begins debating. Then the second mind comes later on. So some affirmations for you, some bonus affirmations, read them through, enjoy them. I listen with awareness and presence. I listen with awareness and presence. 90% people don't do this, especially the presence part. Listening with presence is a boon. It's a blessing. We have to develop it. Intelligence flows through simple moments. I enliven and empower my heart to bring me all-knowing intelligence. These are some affirmations you can use to develop or to help reprogram your subconscious. Then usual bedtime practice, the same standard steps, just this part is specific to this week is this part. Sleeping in the feeling of fulfillment, affirming my heart is enlivening and empowering each day with all-knowing intelligence. This is a thought you can place in your mind before entering sleep. Everything else, all the steps are the same. Weekly insight, very, very important. You can actually write it down and put on a placard in your room, wherever you are. The mind thinks, the heart knows. Heart already knows because it is all knowing intelligence. It knows it. Mind only thinks about it. And that thinking is illusion. All right. So whatever daily reflections you have, you can always make note here. And then this is what Preeti wanted us to discuss in the sense, be more, put more focus on. Please go through these questions that will help you open up your inner knowing, right? They are meant for that. So did I experience a distinct yes signal? Describe it. Whatever signal you get, just describe it here. Did I experience a distinct no signal? Put a description here, whatever your signal is, right? What was the type of signal? Kinetic, sensory, direct knowing. Whatever was the type signal you get, make a note here. How long did it take to notice the signal? Right? How much time did it? Was it immediate? Or did it take a few seconds? Or was it delayed? Whatever was your experience, make a note of it. And you could actually note this thing every day. If you if you haven't got your signal on the first day, notice it on second day and third day, like that. Did I feel a natural inner knowing before my thoughts? Now distinguishing starts. Did I have a natural knowing already before a thought arrives? Is replacing thought becoming natural as I move through the activities? Yesterday I noticed this for myself. My replacing thought was naturally coming as it was still thinking. I am thinking about something and a thought comes and says, no, that's not right. This is what you have. Right away it comes. And this was happening as I was speaking to you guys. So this is an online thing you develop. So the corrections are happening online right away. When you are connected to the heart, There is no time element there, right? It happens right there, right there. So, is replacing thought becoming natural as I move through the activities? Make a note, start noticing what is going on within me. Did my heart response differ from my mind reasoning? You can distinguish what your heart was saying and what your mind was superimposing on top of it. Just make a note. Did trusting my heart feel natural? Was there any hindrance to your trusting your own heart? Your mind will raise objections. Those objections, what did they make you feel? Were you comfortable, accepting? No, my heart is good. Or did you say, oh, okay, okay, I think there is a problem here. I need to work on this and that and whatnot. Mind will drive you in a different direction. So make a note of those things. And for in what area was that? For what? What caused this? What was the topic that made you think twice? Okay. And then did my intellect resist any inner knowing? So now you are basically paying attention to your inner knowing versus the intellect, and what was the resistance? Make a note of that. So these are some prompts that will make you think specific things that happen during the day. This is the last one here. So after this, you can add your own things here in the blank part of it. Take your time, go through this workbook. It seems quite elaborate, but when you start doing one thing at a time, start doing things one by one, and you will get used to it slowly. The benefits are immense. So you will know only by experience. Unless you try, you won't know. All right. Yes, I am done with my delivery. Now you can ask questions. And there were some questions earlier on. You can ask that. Achalaji is saying life will be on autopilot. Yes, it is already on autopilot. It is already on autopilot, just not the right pilot. The pilot is wrong. You got to get a better trained pilot, the heart, then your flight will be more comfortable. Otherwise, you will have a 300 feet fall, just like that Air India plane, right? Suddenly, turbulence in the air. Yeah, excellent. There were some questions. I don't remember who was asking. Yes, Jayaji, you can leave now. Yes, no problem. Thank you so much for bringing us together in this session, and you're sharing your knowing knowledge to all of us. Thank you so much. Thank you. Good. So if all your questions are answered, we can as well wrap up the session here and get together again tomorrow. For any more questions, you can bring it up tomorrow. We can answer the questions, right? So thank you. Thank you, masters. Thank you so much. Take the time to go through the workbook by yourself, point by point, and any questions, I'm always there in the group. I will answer. Thank you.